time to dig deep underneath this red heat. We could really meet. Layers, it's time to lose these naysayers. We're better off, the air will be richer, and everything's so much easier. We don't need to work so hard. We don't need to act strong. It's been
なんか食べましょう。ここで。
ちょっとコーラを満たしましょう。
はい。
I still recall the first time I saw you. I was so nervous to
ぐらい
talk.
かな。
Happened so fast. Went from so lonely to falling asleep in your arms. I used to be afraid to fall in love. My past relationship was a disaster, but now I don't care.
「 I can go
そうやね。
walking
ハイボールもあるな。
when I'm sound asleep. I can lose myself that way. Wanna see from the bright side. Keep my head in the game. We'll shake around in the land of the living. Wanna be on the inside. The bell that can ring. Keep my feet level in the land of the living. They say under pressure you can be refined. I care way too much about this to stop trying. But I can go on talking without doing a thing. I can lose myself that way. Wanna be a receiver. Wanna pick up first ring. Be a seeker out in the land of the living. Get the gist with a few tries. Be a fighter who's swinging. Keep my feet level in the land of the living.
全部23時までやってるからいいね。
うん。
Make a big stride.
してそうやな。
See what I
食べてからでもいいんじゃいいな、じゃあ。
5分みたい書いてあったからそれ試しなかったら
can't turn the
お
tide.
いいタイミングできたんじゃん。
The water go where it wants to go. You can run and hide. You can bury yourself beneath the stone. Somebody told me don't pretend, 'cause everyone could use a friend sometimes. Take some good advice. Don't let your fear decide. That's how you break inside. You don't need to worry. Somebody is waiting down the line to pick up the pieces. Hey, you'll be alright. I can feel the sun and how the wind makes way across the fields. Let me take a breath. Let me be a part of something real.
あのサントリー。
Someone said it's better when you hold on to a helping hand. Sometimes we could all use a friend. Don't let your fear subside. That's how you break inside. You don't need to worry. Somebody's waiting down the line to pick up the pieces. Hey,
らいあんのやろ。81度って書いてる。すごい硫黄の匂いするね。
なんかそんなにきつくないから
3つ目、河野湯。
だから
一番古いんかな。帰ってきましたね。
20分ぐらいかかった。
ご飯やな。
楽し
せいろ蒸しできんのいいな。わかります。
じゃあ歩ける。
全然明るいかもね、まだ。
開いてくれてるからね。してるやん。落ちた。
来てる。
来てる。あ、すごい。
あー、惜しい。惜しい。 頭とかもあれじゃない、
ネギトロ
ネギトロたたき。
叩き日本の
卵パンに
Closer, dance for me. Easy, tiger, easy, let your head down. Come closer, let me see all your million faces and all your million mistakes. You don't need to hide. Come closer so that we can be together. Everything that has been don't matter no more. We've burned it. All those whirlwinds can't touch us no more. We've earned it. We've earned it.
あ、全然。
Your eyelids and perfect lips got me rushing, panting. I'm so lit, like lilies you open. The fragrance goes to my head, my darling. I get everything that has been. Don't matter no more. We've burned it. All those whirlwinds can't touch us no more. We've earned it. We've earned it. We've been mostly off track and under attack, so we've earned it. Yeah, we've stayed loyal to each other. Now everything that has been don't matter no more. We've earned it. All those whirlwinds can't touch us no more. We've earned it. Everything that has been don't matter no more. We've earned it. All those whirlwinds can't touch us no more. We've earned it. Being gentle with how we feel. There's a charge in the room. I can feel all the fire rising. I'll handle with care. We will honor this tender
Soft cream持ってる。
space. Giving.
1個でいいかもせんか。カップエビせんないな。
余ったら食べれるね。
うん。すごいね。
あんまり以外もいいって言ったじゃん。
うん。書いてた書いてた。 ってるんじゃない？海綺麗よな。
綺麗。
あれ思い出すな。エストニアのスティーブン。エストニアのスティーブンじゃないの。
もう一個あげて。
もう一個あげよう、スティーブンに。
スティーブン。面白そう。
はいよ。
お待たせ海にあります。安全運航に努めますので。5度立っております。左側3棟2階に明かりがついている方はスッキーネカフェ。
ご覧いただきました稲の船屋はいかがでございましたでしょうか。
2階は大体和解収の親か現在では一泊プレゼン13番ユーロボリアンシークター。
おー、こいつ飛ばずにもらおうとしてる。
もう3個もらってるから。
もうお腹いっぱいなんか別に。
みんな飛んで1個もらえるからもらえないから。
楽しくて全然聞いてない。